All right, so we're going to go through this SV3 Pro, which is an awesome bass amp. It's 2 preamp. We're going to go through this 8x10. Yeah. Use this SM57, and I got my Lewitt condenser mic down there. That's what I had on hand, so that's what we're going to use. We're going to be jamming out with this thing and see how it sounds. What is up, everybody? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today in my hands, I got a bass. Yeah, I know it's not like me to do that kind of thing, but I thought it'd be time to, kind of do something like that on the channel. Reach out to the bass players, because, I got a bass rig too, and there's certain things that I like as a guitar player. And I don't expect this to be perfectly in line with what a bass player would do, but kind of expect this to be more in line of what a guitar player would do and what he typically would like to hear. This is a 5-string bass. It is a Schecter Stealth. It's got, I'm sure it does matter as far as bass players go. It's got a Delano bridge pickup and Bartolini neck middle pickups. I don't exactly know what all these knobs do. There's like concentric knobs going on here. So I just kind of set it up the way I like it and then just left it that way. I think it's a mixture between these two pickups, the bridge and the neck. Let's just show you what this sounds like. The pedal is off. So let's see. And I play it like a guitar player too. So don't expect some crazy finger action going on. Some finger action. Don't expect anything like that. I'm playing with my guitar pick. I'm just gonna play around with this pedal. This is a DemonFX Microtubes D7K Ultra, which this is basically a ripoff of the Microtubes B7K Ultra. The exact same knobs, the same switches and everything. It even has the XLR out, which we'll try that too. This is going into my Ampeg, as you saw in the video before, and we're mic'd up with that, and this is what we got, So let's see if I remember. Yeah, so I don't know if that's Stairway to Heaven for bass players, the song that you don't play on bass, but it's what I play, right? Or maybe the other one is, maybe it's that one, I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead, start messing with this pedal here. Right now, with these lights off, that means it is disengaged. This pedal is not on right now. So as soon as I hit this, it means that the pedal is on. Okay, here's the difference. There's a little bit of difference. You can mess with the EQ here to change the tone of that. So the distortion portion of it doesn't really come into play. You can mess with the volume. I don't think blend does anything in this mode. Yeah, I don't think so. So we'll leave that at the middle there. I guess let me just go over these things. So this is the master for the pedal. There's a blend knob that can go between your original sound, like with the pedal off, and the distorted sound, or the affected sound, I should say. All the way to the right is affected, all the way to the left is just original sound. This is the level of the input, I believe. And the hotter you go with this, the hotter your signal is. As well as this is a drive portion of it that isn't affected until we push this on. And we have a grunt which is, this is just different types of grunt. The top distortion seems a lot more distorted. Okay, so now we got the treble here, which is basically the EQ for the treble. And then you got the high mids of, you know, what you're kind of affecting here. So it could be the 1.5, the 3K, 750. Anyways, you can kind of read this and kind of understand. Basically, if I play that and then I bring this treble up, that brings that up. And the same goes for the mids and stuff too. See, it's already coming through. And then I can also do that with the low mids. And then I can actually select which of the mids I can affect. So let's kind of go through it actually. Let's start with the 750, right? This is with 750 all the way down. About 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and all the way up. See, it really kind of comes through there. And you know, I'll leave it there just to show where it's actually affecting. So we'll go up on the high mids. So this is hitting the, what, 3 kilohertz? And we go up one more and we're hitting the 1.5. Obviously, that's not a good sound, right? Obviously I have the treble up as well too. Let's kind of leave those at neutral, right? Put everything back at neutral. Just to go back, let's hear what it sounds like without the pedal. It sounds pretty muffled, to tell you the truth, from what I hear. And then the pedal's giving it a little more slap to it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mess with the low mids here. Let's go all the way back at the 250 hertz range. That sounds super scooped. So we're gonna bring it up to halfway. All the way up. All right, and then we'll go to 1 kilohertz. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is the low mids. And I love this pedal because you really can EQ whatever you need to at your feet, you know? I dig it. Even if I wasn't going to use it for the distortion, you know, it has a lot of modes. You know, some people like the graphic EQ, and that works perfect too. I think I kind of prefer this for the bass stuff. I don't know why, but it just seems right to me. All right, let's go ahead and go to the distorted portion of this. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this at the middle there, middle. We'll bring that back. I think I liked it there. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it on. There it is. Now I can do it. I mean, what do you expect from a guitar player? Now, I really like how the palm mute is reacting there. And to me, like, if I was a bass player, I would want something like this. The grunt is, you know, at the top here. The attack is up at the top as well. Let's actually put it in the middle here and show you what that sounds like. See, it's not as present with the distortion, but it's very nice and clean sounding. I would even want more bass in this one. I would even want a little more drive to it, actually. I think that sounds pretty killer. You know, and it might be totally different through the DAW than what I'm hearing here. I think it's pretty hard to capture what you're hearing in the room, especially with bass. It's tough with guitar, but especially with bass. So now, one thing is this little blend knob. Let's go ahead and take it all the way back. I think that's the unaffected tone. Let's check it. So if I turn off the pedal, that's exactly what that is, okay? All right, so now if I add a little bit, you know, I'm sure it's the kind of thing where it's like a little bit goes a long way when it comes to bass, but well, let's go to 3 o'clock. There's no guitar. It's only me. I can work with that tone. I think that sounds cool. Let's go ahead and go down with the grunt switch and see what that sounds like. So that looks like it's, oh. So this button messes with the low end, how much distortion is on the low end. Okay. So yeah, so all the way down, we're sitting at like neutral. In the middle, we're cutting the low. And that's why it sounds easier to the ear. Man, I'm learning a lot about this pedal reviewing it. And then we got the top one, which is boosting the low end with distortion. Okay, that makes total sense. All right. Which I guess, you know, neutral is probably it sounds pretty good, man. Let's mess with the mids a little bit. Whoa. Okay, that sounds like more of a metal tone to me. I like that. Let's go halfway with the blend again. Let's see what that does. Okay, we've been doing this all with the attack at neutral. Let's kind of see what this attack does. That's the one at neutral we've been doing the whole time. This is going to bring up the attack on the high end. Okay, and this is bringing the high end down. Do y'all hear a difference? I don't hear much of a difference here. Is this supposed to act like a low pass? Not sure. Let's bring up the highs to see if we can tell a difference there. So that was supposed to cut it. This is supposed to boost it. I'd probably just leave it at neutral for that. Just to show you what the original sound sounded like again. With it on. And with the distortion off. It essentially acts as like an extra EQ when the distortion is off on it. All right, let's do the one more thing. We're going to take the XLR and go straight into this, into the DAW. So I'm gonna have to get up, situate this. I'm gonna plug this into my DAW here. I'm gonna put these headphones on, just so I can hear what you guys are hearing. I really expect this to be a totally different setup. So what that worries me, because if I were to bring this and have my setup, of course, on stage would be totally different from what you're hearing through the PA, and the PA guy would, do whatever he does with it with the direct out. So this is without it on, okay? Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what it sounds like now. Okay, turn this up a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and mess with the EQ now. Let's bring up the bass. Tell you what, let's do at noon, okay? And without the pedal. Sounds exactly the same. Which would make sense, right? All right, now let's bring up the treble. All right, and let's go ahead and mess with the EQ and just see if I can get a good tone out of it. I mean, it sounds like anemic, to tell you the truth. Maybe it's my level. It could be my level. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I hear a little bit of a, like when it clips, but it's not clipping. It's hard to say. All right, we got the bass up. Take the low mids, and this is at 1 kilohertz. It sounds so present. It's not what a bass would sound like, should sound like to me. So if we bring that down, brought the treble down, bring the mids up. So you see what I mean? It seems wildly different compared to the pedal XLR out, direct out. So this would be going to the PA system, right? This is what everybody would be hearing. And of course, the PA guy can totally, change it to his taste, but it's wildly different. I don't know that I care for that. So far, that's the only downside that I see to this pedal. From what I've dialed in before, it's a totally different setup to what I had. don't really care for the sound. I mean, it's okay. Let's bring the mids back. 250 hertz, 600 hertz. Okay, I like that. Now, I have to state that again. I am a guitar player, so I may not even know what the hell I'm talking about here. But let's go ahead and turn on distortion. And let's just go ahead and see what it sounds like. And this is with the drive pretty high up there. Let's bring the level up some. Let's bring some more treble in there. I don't like that. Mids. Bring it back. And I'm kind of lost now. Let's bring that back. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this now with the direct out. And, you know, the sound guy might be able to work with that tone. I really like what it sounds like through the SVT. I don't know if the SVT, you know, has something to do with that, but I'm having a hard time. Otherwise, you know, the pedal into the amp is definitely the way I would go with it. Loving that. But as far as the pedal direct out, I think it needs a little work, and the Darkglass pedal might be the same way. I don't know. I'm just not particularly caring for what I'm picking up here. Maybe it's because there's no IR involved with it. I don't know if there is an IR. Usually a bass, you wouldn't need one. So anyways, I just wanted to go through this pedal. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something a little different on the D&D show here. And hope you guys enjoyed it. You bass players out there, go ahead and subscribe. I will be doing some neural DSP, Quad Cortex bass stuff. And just seeing how that kind of plays out. All right, guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments. D&D out.